Wildcats taking the ice. Getting ready to take on the New Prague Trojans. Final home game of the season. Wildcats sporting their home whites. New Prague Trojans in the road black jerseys. Tail of the tape, definitely a game where Waconia should lead in about every category. New Prague Trojans program, tough years. Definitely hanging tough, though. They do have a couple kids that can really skate, but they don't even have a JV team. So they have a wide range of skill across their players, but definitely don't take anybody lightly.
And the lessons you best learn with respect to shown to all fans, officials, coaches, and athletes. Please make it a priority to let your good sportsmanship show throughout tonight's game. And now let's meet the starting lineups begin with the visitors from New Prague. Senior captain number 19, Alice Hartog. That right wing senior number 26, Eva Winter. At center, junior number 20, Peyton Norby. And the rest of the Trojans, New Prague's head coach, is Lindsay Beardy, assisted by Agnes Marcus, Kendra Collier, and Jeff Hawk. And now the starting lineup for both the Wildcats, starting with the senior captain, number 33, Ella Hackenstocks. And defense, midfielder, number 8, Ella Peterson. That defense, junior captain, number 26, Kate Koszynska. And left wing, sophomore, number 10, Becca Davey. That right wing, sophomore captain, number 19, Maddie Lawaki. That center, senior captain, number 6, Taylor Cameron. And the rest of the Wildcats. The Coach head coach is Jordan Gates, assistant by Jay Lincoln. Kelsey Moa of Dunlop and Eric. Student managers Marcelo Cordes and the Olympians. And our official sport tonight on the lines is Darren Henry. And our referees are Kaylee Mitchell and referee Matthew Black. And now at this time, please rise and remove all headwear as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, quick recap of the week. Tuesday night, Wildcats were in Buffalo taking on the Bison. Ended up in a tie, but heck of a game. Wildcats had the lead late. Bison ended up scoring it with their goalie pulled. Went through overtime. Both teams had some good scoring chances. Wildcats came real close, but another one of those OT games, Wildcats not coming out on the winning end on. This isn't a game we should expect to go there, but see how the Wildcats come out. If they come out the way that they ended the last game, they should be looking pretty hot. Prague Trojans ready to go on the road blacks. Wildcats in their home whites. Taylor Kamrath, Maddie Lawagi, Becca Daney at forward, Ella Peterson, and Kate Kaczynska at D. And we're off. Puck on the wall. We'll come back into Wildcats end. Here's Ella Peterson. Walks across ice. Turns back up. She's going to snap a pass to center ice to Daney. And Daney cross to Lawagi. Lawagi's shot is blocked. Played back in the corner where Daney will chip it up the wall. Here's Peterson, one-timer. Tipped by one of the forwards for the Prague Trojans, wide of the net. Clearing attempt picked up by Kaczynska. Pass to Peterson will be tipped in. Trojans will move up ice. Cora Herman starts her shift. She heads off number 32 for, that's Berkey. For New Prague. Shuddy moves it up ice for Waconia. Crosses the blue line. Puck comes to the middle. Pass to Lensing. Puck played to the wall by New Prague. Puck will clear into the neutral zone. Cora Herman. Pass it to Emerson Shuddy. Shuddy up the wall to Lensing. Rayfeld will pick up the puck. Just to catch up to it. Moves on her backhand to forehand. Chance for Herman. Shot high off the glass. Wildcats will regain control. Shot on net, and it'll be covered up. Wildcat forwards will be Lucy Ertl taking the draw, Ella Brockmeyer, Sylvia Berger, Kate Kaczynska, and Ara Pena at D. Wildcats regain control off of the draw, but they'll have to come back in the neutral zone to regroup. And dump into the Trojan zone. Brockmeyer on the attack. Throws a puck back to Ertl. Ertl plays it up the wall to Kaczynska. Bouncing puck carried out of the zone by the Trojans. And it will be icing. 15:02 left in the first period. Offensive zone faceoff for Waconia. And the puck drops. Tied up. Shot off the draw by Berger. Berger stayed in on the attack, able to force a turnover, 50-50 puck. Crosses into the neutral zone. So I think one of the keys of the game will be Wildcats taking advantage of New Prague's clearing attempts. It seems like they're going to throw the puck quite a bit. And pressure from Kaczynska as the forwards were changing up. Puck held in the zone by Lawagi. Peterson on the regroup, lost an edge. Trojans may have a chance if they can get one off. Shot is off and stick to the corner by Bagenstoss. Poor girl saw Kaczynska bearing down on her and able to get a backhand shot off. Here comes Ella Peterson. Pass through the neutral zone to Daney. Daney works along the goal line, turns back to the corner. Pass to the point to Lawagi. Kamrath got tangled up with the defenseman in front of the net. They still have a play. Poke check by Lensing in the neutral zone displaces the puck. She'll be able to regain control. Sends a pass off the back wall. Peterson will catch up to it. Wildcats throwing the puck a little bit too. Here's Gelsted, starts up ice. Crosses the red line, moves in on her backhand. She's going to drive to the net. Oh, had a chance. Rayfeld was in the slot. Didn't hit the tape, but Wildcats getting some ozone time. Pena and Rayfeld pushing down the wall. The Trojans will send a breakout pass up ice. It's held in at the blue line. The Trojans clear the puck up the wall. Pena able to win the race of the puck. She plays it back down the wall, bounces back up. Watching a little tennis match here. Kashinska looking for passing outlets. She's going to pass to Lensing. Lensing will take a shot, stick save, and covered. And off the draw. Seraphin and Hen apply pressure. Hen will pass to Peterson. Peterson snaps a shot. Bouncing puck. Rebound by Ertl. Another chance. Puck's laying loose. Goalie's down on her back and able to get it. Yeah, Ertl may have had the clearest look on it. But the shot may have caught a piece of the goaltender and came back up into the blue paint. It looked like it just kind of bounced back in on the goaltender's side. 12:18 left in the first period. Wildcats on the back check. Seraphin was coming in hot. Shot saved by Bagenstosh. She'll cover. Forwards going to the bench. Coaches are like, no, get back out there. Shot pad saved by Bagenstoss, just directed to her defenseman, Shuddy. Then tried to chip around a defenseman. Puck comes back to Gelsted. Gelsted's pass is tipped. It'll bounce down below the goal line. Rimmed up the wall. Daney's going to meet it. The rolling puck shot in by Gelsted. Ertl will pick up a loose puck. Poke checked away. Shot going to be wide of the net. Daney gets the touch up. As Lawagi stepping in to support. Here's Maddie Lawagi. Cuts the middle shot. Is going to bounce high up over the net. Taylon Kamarath is going to try to touch it up to Daney. Prague will not clear the zone. Gelsted used all the blue line on that one. The New Prague Trojans will ice. 11 minutes on the dot. Wildcats yet to strike, still zeros, but feel like if they get the first one, maybe the floodgates will open up. Kamrath on the draw, she'll win it. Pena will have to hustle to the wall right in front of the New Prague bench. Kamrath picks the puck out of the pile from the hash marks, brings the puck down below the goal line. Daney drives up the wall, cuts to the middle. She'll turn the corner, fires a shot, saved, rebound is covered up. Milwaukee going hard to the net, took a New Prague player with her. Wildcats will change up their forwards, get the Rayfeld, Herman, Lensing line. Keep our defensive personnel the same. Kate Kaczynska, Arpena. Off the draw, there's a tie-up. Puck comes to Rayfeld. Rayfeld, shot on her backhand, saved. Pena pinches, chips it low. On this play, Wildcats looking to gain possession. Herman's going to chip it to the corner. Back down the wall. Rayfeld will back check, but it'll be dumped in, and that'll be ice. Yeah, Wildcats looking like they're waiting a little bit to attack, and a team like this, it's just you got to put the foot on the gas and don't hold back. Don't anticipate winning a race. You got to win the race. Puck will drop. Trojans able to gain control. Wildcats playing soft in the offensive zone. Gelstead from the corner will probably try to move it up the wall. Wildcats just leaving the puck for the Trojans to play. And that will be a penalty. We'll see who gets it. Not the shift the Wildcats want. Lee Peterson to the box for 2 minutes for body checking. Penalty killers for Waconia be Matty Lawagi, Talon Kamrav, Kate Kashinsky, and Ara Pena. Like Lawagi's going to take the draw. Puck drops. New Prague, good shot from the high slot, high off the boards. Talon Kamrav crosses the neutral zone. She'll dump. Kashinsky on the pinch. Shot tipped by Lawagi, wide of the net. Figure even with 4 players, Wildcats should be playing this pretty aggressively. So good penalty kill so far. Just offensive zone time. Trojans, they'll drive the puck wide. Poke check by Kashinsky and cleared. Kamrath may be able to win this race if she can gain the corner, and she does. Cut to the middle. Off of the back-checking defenseman skates. Just 1 player away from a breakaway. Close play. Wildcats almost getting called for too many players on the ice. Danny will snap a pass to Kashinsky. Kashinsky gains the red line. She'll dump. Ertl on the attack. Ertl throws a puck to the middle. Through the goal crease. Danny taking an angle. Poke check doesn't land, but Gelsted's able to spear one into the zone. Drives on her backhand to the net. Nice play by Ainsley. Defense jumping up in the play. Danny almost picked one off. Poke check by Ertl. 20 seconds left on the power play for New Prague. This is the first time that they've had it in the Wildcats' end. They have 1 player going to the bench, so it's a 4-on-4 right now. She's finally back in the offensive zone. Wildcats can just easily the faster team. Penalty time's expired. Lensing will hop back out onto the ice. The shot and the save by Bagensauce. Wildcats have defensive zone faceoff. 7:30 left in the first. Trojans approach the faceoff dot. Rayfeld wins it back to Kashinsky. Kashinsky's pass is partially deflected. Herman's going to come back below the goal line. And tie up. Rayfeld loses an edge. Pass up the wall. Pinch is successful. Here comes Herman. Wildcats have numbers. A quick 3-on-1. Pass to Rayfeld. Shot. Didn't get all of it. Second shot and a glove save. A little bit of flair. Grade A chances. Change up our defensemen. Peterson and Gelstead will head out on ice. Face off one to the wall. Rayfeld will pick it up off the wall, see what she does. Goes to the net, backhand attempt. Saved. Gelstead will hold the puck in. The pass down to the slot, maybe looking for a tip. Jelstead turns to the wall. Herman. Pass to the middle. Caught some skates. She'll pass across ice to Peterson. Peterson to Jelstead. Jelstead's going to fire one across ice. Forwards will head off, and Peterson anticipated the change and kept the pressure going. Puck is going to come back to the Wildcat end where Kaczynski will pick it up. Pass to Brockmeyer. Brockmeyer to Berger. Berger. Nice move to her backhand. Forehand shot over the net. Lucy Erdel's going to pass to the slot. That's played back into the neutral zone by the Trojans. Kaczynski makes a strong move to her forehand. Cuts to the net. To her backhand. Save. Puck ricochets into the corner. Stays on it. The shot by Brockmeyer. 5:45 left in the first. Wildcats haven't gotten the first one yet. 11 shots on goal to 5. Maybe we're saving all the goals for the second half of the game. Lucy Erdl taking the draw for Waconia. Puck comes to the point. Kaczynski cross ice to Shuddy. Shuddy's shot and tipped by Berger. Tie up behind the net. Brockmeyer getting physical as well. Puck pass to the point to Kaczynski. Clearing attempt held in at the blue line. Berger's going to go on the forecheck. Wildcats might as well send two. I think they can get back on the back check quick enough. Put two players on the puck at all times. A chance for New Prague from the slot. Spin a shot. It's going to go into the corner. Tip to the corner for New Prague. Centering pass. Another dangerous play. Shot from the point. Pad saved by Bagenstos. Wildcats a little indecisive on who's going to go to the puck. Here's a shot. Wide of the net. Travels up the sidewall. Centering attempt. Shuddy able to tie up the stick. Berger will ice for Waconia. 4:24. New Prague Trojans getting a few shots on goal. A couple looks through the middle. Late in the first. And puck drops. Milwaukee picks it up. She's going to chip around the defender. Puck plays back out in the neutral zone. Looks like Wildcats will be offsides. They'll have to tag up. Everybody's good, and now they'll go. They send Milwaukee. Forecheck successful. Puck played back down below the goal line. Daney collects in the corner. Fights through a stick check. Cuts to the middle. Backhand pass. Doesn't connect. But Peterson reads the play and quick pinch. Camerath on the wall to Daney at the point. Backhand saucer pass to Jelstead. Jelstead's pass is deflected. Daney, a couple stick handle moves, works down below the goal line. But the Trojans are able to clear. Peterson fires a pass up ice. Camerath waiting at the boards. Will dump. Kaczynski waiting for the forwards to come on. She'll start the forecheck. Rayfeld picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Pass tipped. Rayfeld gets skates taken out from underneath her. Pena as well. Here's Rayfeld. Fires a shot. Blocked. Puck rims up the sidewall. Pena is going to hustle to the hash marks. He chipped out into the neutral zone. Herman's back covering for Pena. Snaps a pass up to Lensing. Lensing tips to Rayfeld. Rayfeld cuts to her forehand. Shot by Lensing. Rayfeld and Lensing get a little piled up. Oh, man. Bag and Sauce going to play it into the corner. Smart play. Kind of get caught in that spot where it's like, what do I do? Herman able to move to the middle. Carries the puck up the wall. Take a shot from a distance and pad save. 2:13 left in the first. Puck will drop. Plays below the goal line. New Prague. Plays it up the wall. Met by Peterson. Peterson from her backhand, forehand. Works the puck low to Hen. Hen's pass back up the wall. Peterson started moving to the middle. Just inside 2 minutes. Minute 50 left. Peterson pass to Seraphin. Seraphin tips to the middle. Jelstad will pick up the puck. Pass to Hen. Hen will tip into the offensive zone. She gives chase. Ties up on the wall, waiting for somebody to come down and help. Seraphin, pass to the point. Shot's blocked. And it'll be another icing. Yeah, Wildcats just kind of hanging back on the attack. It's just go, go, go. Final home game of the season for the Wildcats. They'll finish the regular season on the road Saturday against the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars at the newly renovated Bloomington Ice Gardens. Kamrath to Pena. Pena moves down the wall. Kamrath cuts to the middle, pass to the point to Kaczynska. Little screen around Lawagi, shot blocker save. Pass to the point is through Pena's feet. New Prague Trojans, back check by Kate Kaczynska. Puck wasn't even going to go in the net. It was going to go wide of the net. Bag and Sauce picks it out of the air. Kaczynska looking like an outside linebacker, just getting across the ice. Nobody's going to get the outside on her. And the puck drops. Face off. Kamrath wins it to Kaczynska. Breakout pass to Lawagi, connects. Puck poke checked right inside of the blue line. Force the Wildcats back in the neutral zone. Daney picks up the puck. Loads up a shot. Blocked. It'll go to the sidewall. Played out in the neutral zone. Wildcats need to tag up. Kamrath still on one knee. She's up. Daney for the zone entry. 30 seconds left in the first period. Gotta get one. Gotta get one. We can't have a period without a goal here. Draw one back to Jelstad. Jelstad will collect. Pass to Cora Herman. Herman spins back to the top of the circle. Pass to Peterson. Back to Herman. Herman, shot on goal. Gets a rebound. Bouncing puck. Puck down below the goal line. 10 seconds left. Rayfeld picks up the puck. Try for a quick wraparound. Puck came right off the toe. It would have been right between the goalie's feet. That's going to do it. Shots on goal, 17-9 in favor of Waconia. Zeros on the board. See what the Wildcats do in the locker room. We'll take a short break for the intermission. Thanks for tuning in. We'll come back in 15. Now we're live? We're live? I don't believe you. Wildcats back out on the ice, skating out to some dropkick Murphys. Shipping up to Boston. One of the greatest hits for sure. Never forget, I think it was the movie The Departed. One of the opening scenes this song is playing. Awesome sequence. That is a great movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon. Good flick. Yeah, the Chuckle Puck kids got me. During the high school games, the youth hockey teams are always going through the stands selling pucks for Chuckle Puck. And I didn't get to evade them this time. They landed a sale, so we need puck 24 and puck 31 to land on the center of the star between the second and third period. Wildcats to start the second period will be Taylor Kamrath, Becca Daney, Maddie Lawagi, Ella Peterson, and Kate Kaczynska at D. All right, let's get one in the first minute. Tunes crank up. This is time for the puck to drop. Refs keeping everybody honest. Puck drops. Face off won by Kamrath. Peterson to Kaczynska into the neutral zone. Thrown off the wall. Pass into the neutral zone. Lawagi plays it off the wall. Kamrath gives chase. Able to kick it to Daney. Daney pulls the puck up to the goal line. Pass to the point. Shot by Kaczynska. Swallowed up by the netminder. That's number 40, Chloe Witta. Senior goaltender for the New Prague Trojans. Puck drops, face off won by the Trojans. They'll pick up behind their net. Breakout pass is able to sneak out in the neutral zone. Kaczynska will poke check it until she gets it to Daney. Kaczynska. Nice little give and go from Daney to Kaczynska. Puck turned back in at the blue line to Lawagi. Thrown deep, paddled to the corner. Carry attempt held in by Cora Herman. Herman cuts to the middle. Shot from the slot. Bad save. Rebound rolls into the corner. Trojans will clear. Shuddy cuts to the middle. Trying to hold on to the puck just in time. Rayfeld forces a turnover. Pass to Shuddy. Shuddy fires a shot. Tipped. And saved. Lensing had a good look. Rayfeld was coming in on the doorstep too. This line's gotten a couple good looks tonight so far. Definitely worth getting a goal for this line. Build some of that confidence. Puck drops, face off, won by the New Prague Trojans. Picked up by Callie Lensing. Lensing passing the point. Jelstead goes cross ice to Shuddy. Shuddy's firing a shot. It's wide of the net. Almost picked up Lensing on the back door. Wildcats chip deep. Nobody home to collect. They'll have to chase. Puck chipped out in the neutral zone, and Ainsley Jelstead will retrieve at the goal line. Breakout pass to Lensing. Tipped into the neutral zone. Back into the Wildcat end. Wildcats will have to come back to the puck. Jelstead to Shuddy. Pass off the wall. Held in. Puck goes across the net front. Herman protects, tries to clear. Bounces out in the neutral zone. It's going to chip across the ice. Lensing chipped it deep. Tried to chip it deep. The Wildcats just have to get their head up, see where the open ice is, and calm down. Erdl on the attack. She's going to chase the puck down in the corner. Pushes it through a New Prague player. Brockmeyer with a good play. Physical play. And Berger got a shot off. Carried out of the zone by the Trojans. Danny to Kaczynska. Kaczynska surveyed some options, decides to skate. Cuts behind Berger. Goes up at the hash marks. Cross ice pass to Pena. Pena has a player coming in behind her. Shot. Tipped by Erdl, almost onto Berger's tape. Berger retrieves. And the backhand to pass through the slot. Hit traffic. Trojans drive wide. Kaczynska stops that attack. Trojans will dump and they'll change. Shot New Prague player was camped out on the doorstep. Couldn't get the shot off. Bouncing puck. Picked up by the Trojans. There's a shot on to Bagensauce. Rebound ricocheted. Bagensauce had, Brockmeyer had a player tied up. And offsides on the Trojans. And off the draw, Peterson collects. Pushes through the neutral zone. Pulls the play back. Opportunistic forecheck by number 19, Alice Kartak. Push the Wildcats back in the neutral zone. Jelstead plays one into the Trojans' end and it's fired back out. Pass picked off by Daney. Just momentarily. Trojans will chip it in and bounce off of a player's helmet on the bench, and that warrants a whistle. Stoppage of play at 12:33 left in the second. Referees have to head back for the puck. Drops, tie up off the draw. Gamrath attempt to chip it around the defense when puck fluttered a little bit on her. It's held up in the neutral zone. Maybe sometimes the path forward is back. Wildcats have to just kind of assess where the open areas are and get their head up and move to those spots. Seems like New Prague will feed them some pucks. Daney has her feet moving to her backhand, cuts to her forehand, loads up a shot, bouncing puck, just went wide of the net. Here's Daney. Pass is going to pull the Wildcats all the way back down into their end. Bagensauce will touch up. Kaczynska pass into the neutral zone, connects with Herman. Herman, Rayfeld, Lensing have a 3-on-1. Rayfeld fires a shot. It's tipped and up into the netting. Shot had some zip on it, but maybe even make that pass, give that pass back to Herman. Set up in the triangle, he always got a couple passing options. Puck drops, face off one by Rayfeld. Back to Kaczynska. To Pena. Puck poke check to the wall. Herman goes back along the blue line. Kaczynska's shot is blocked. Kaczynska's poke check, fires a shot on net. Caught a Trojan player. Herman able to trap the puck, chips to the corner. Spins back to the corner. Puck will come up to the point to Kaczynska. Kaczynska to Pena. Pena, pass low. Bouncing puck. Carried away by the Trojans. Held in the zone by Kaczynska. Rayfeld will head in on the forecheck. Played back into the corner. Craig Trojans will fire the puck up the wall. Brooklyn Hen will pick it up. Rolling puck comes to the slot. Chip back in. Wildcats Drawn back into their zone. Peterson to Kaczynska. Pass tipped in by Serafin. Serafin ties up on the wall, has Hurdle following the play, and Trojans will clear. Jelstead has to hurry. He has number 19, Alice Kartak, bearing down on her. And 2 forecheckers for the New Prague Trojans. Peterson just took number 24, look, Emma Coutinho out of the zone with her. Playing angry. Love to see it. Here's Peterson. Gives you her backhand. Flips the puck to the wall. Centering pass. Off of the paddle of Bagenstos. Back below the goal line. Erdl able to push the puck out. Wildcats have a 2-on-1. She's going to shoot. Blocker save. Puck comes up the wall. Erdl. See what happens here behind the play. The Craig player went down on the ice. See what the referee's call is. I don't know. Pena hitting another referee. Wildcats want to stay on the ref's good side here. All right, we're back. Player for New Prague down in the corner. New Prague bench, I don't know if they're going to just ask for a little bit of clarification. The linesman says, let's hold off for a second. we're ready to play on. Camrath on the draw, wins it to the wall to Lawagi. Lawagi will pass to Camrath. Camrath back up to the point. Thrown back down the wall. Tied up. The kid on the glass has the front row seats. The puck carries back into the Wildcat end. Kashinska. Let's move to the middle, held in right at the blue line. Turnover forced by Lawagi. Puck comes to Daney. Daney on her backhand, cuts to the middle. Gets a shot off, saved. Camrath taken hard into the net. Yeah, turn the tunes on. We need to keep like some sound pumped into this building. A little bit of tension. Tension going from the play. New Prague player carried off the ice by her teammates. 8:53 left in the second period. Shots on goal, 24-11 in favor of the Wildcats. Rayfeld able to win the draw to Lensing. Pass to the slot. Blocked. Rolling puck. Gelstead fights through a check. Leaves a puck off for Rayfeld. Rayfeld pass cross ice. Deflected. Pass to the point. Herman filling in for Gelstead. Back to Gelstead. She'll tip it low to Rayfeld. Rayfeld spins to her backhand. Plays the puck off the back wall. Spins. Loses the puck. Gives chase. Recovers. Lensing has it. Snaps a pass off the wall, and that carries Peterson out in the neutral zone. Pass to Herman, but Herman's direction is carrying her back towards the net. Bouncing puck. Lensing, puck poke checked. Peterson carries it back to the offensive zone. Cuts to the middle, has a back checker tying her up, fights through it, shot off the side of the net. Brooklyn Hen. Pass to Kashinska. Kashinska. Ertl. Ertl cuts across traffic, fires a shot towards the net, looking for a tip to Seraphin or Hen. Clearing attempt is successful here. Gotta go now, gotta go now. Got three players changing. Long change in the second period. Trojans were sending all three forwards. It would have turned into a 5-on-2. That message will sink in. Goals will start coming. Forwards change up. The Camrath line will come out. Milwaukee and Daney at her wings. Mania and Kashinska at D. And the puck drops. Goes to the corner where Kashinska will pick it up. Pass to Milwaukee. Shift up out of the zone. Camrath following the play. Wildcats will dump. Puck chipped back low. Daney behind the net. Tripped up. Ragdolled into the corner. And Trojans will touch and get a tripping penalty. Waconia's first power play of the evening. Waconia Qdoba power play. Thank you for your sponsorship, fueling up the ladies during a lot of carb nights. Fan of that hot spicy chicken for sure. Put that on a burrito. Black beans and brown rice. We're good. Wildcats on the power play. Playing a little catch. Pass down low. Through the slot. Daney will pick it up on the wall. Pass to the point. Kashinska to Lawagi. Misfire. Wildcats able to regain possession. Clearing attempt by the Trojans will pull the Wildcats back in the neutral zone. They will reset. Kashinska leading the charge. Pass to Daney. Daney curls back to the wall. Pass deflected. Cross ice pass. Here's a tip in by Camrath and a goal! Camrath got the second whack on it. With the faster whistle, that may not have been a goal, but you go until the whistle. Wildcats get their first one on. power play. Taylor Camera. Wildcats get their first goal on their 25th shot of the night. Face-off won by Kamrath. Peterson to Daney. Daney sees Kamrath going hard to the net. Tried going cross ice to Lawagi. Peterson jumping up in the play. Pass to Lawagi. Lawagi off the goal line. Hook check by Daney. Sends the puck up to Jelstad. Back down to Daney. Daney feathers a pass to Kamrath. Kamrath, second chance. Another save. Yeah, the goaltenders are getting their work cut out for them tonight. Not a very quick whistle. I swear we've had games where it's like the puck has touched the goaltender and the referee's been blowing the whistle, but players getting to unload a couple extra shots. 5:33 left in the second period. Puck pinned on the wall by Peterson. Played down the ice. Jelstad. Little bounce a pass to Herman. Here comes Callie Lensing. Drives the net on her backhand. Puck wide of the net. Played up. Thought that was going to hit the netting, but it didn't. Herman able to back check onto the puck. Puck carries into the New Prague zone. Rayfeld gives chase. Puck bounced past her. Held in at the blue line by Peterson. Peterson will send a pass to the crease, but picked off. Here's Brockmeyer. To Herman. Herman pass to the point to Pena. Pena lets one off the chain and a save. Off the face-off, Berger trying to get a quick shot. Comes back towards the point. Goes along the top of the circle. Pass to the slot, nobody home. Peterson, Pena. Jumped up, drove down to the hash marks. Puck comes up to the point. Kuchinska, to her forehand, shot. Walker saved. Held in at the blue line. Ara Pena. And the second attempt, and the third attempt. So rugby scrum in front of the Waconia bench. Kamrath gives that a roar of approval. Puck carried away by Norby for the Prague Trojans. Brockmeyer turns back into the zone, pass to the slot, doesn't connect, but clearing attempt. This is where New Prague, they will feed the defense for Waconia. Kuchinska finding the shooting lane. Ertl got hammered. She's down on the ice. Back up on one knee, and she's up. New Prague Trojans snap a shot, saved by Bagenstos. I don't know if there's playing the puck and there's playing the body, and the New Prague Trojans played all of the body on that one. Ertl took a heck of a shot. Best remedy is a goal. 3:20 left in the second period. Lawagi trips around the defense, gives chase, picks the puck out of the air, fighting through a hook. Puck will play down below the goal line. Hook check by Lawagi. With the Hassmark shot, goalie didn't have a clear view of it. Daney's going to flip one to the net. Just a dirty goal. A little backhand flip. Smart play. I think Daney saw that the goaltender was going to her blocker side. And the entire right side of the net was open, so it was just a little flip. Didn't have to be hard, but it's in the net. It's the second one of the night for Waconia. Daney's team leading 22nd or 23rd of the season. I can't remember. Shot on goal, and it's in the net. Puck goes 5-0. Didn't take long for the New Prague Trojans to bring this back to a one-goal game. Sparks the New Prague bench. Wildcats will change up their forwards. Rayfeld, Lensing, Herman come out on ice. Shuddy and Kaczynska at the point. Off the draw, face-off one back to Kaczynska. Kaczynska will dump. Rayfeld and Lensing on the forecheck. Puck played off the wall. Kaczynska's clear attempt was held in.
At 14:02, number 10, number 8.
Bounce in front of the Prague net. Herman loses an edge. Bouncing puck to Lensing. Lensing has Rayfeld down low. Here's Kaczynska. Makes a shot and a save. Feels like the Wildcats just got to get the head up, look for the open spots they can literally stick handle in. Shots on goal are piling up for Waconia, though. They're at 32 for the evening. 2:18 left in the second period. Face-off, won by the Trojans. Puck rung up the wall. Lensing will pass the point. Jelstad holds the puck in. Tipping attempt here by Lensing. Comes back into the neutral zone. Peterson evading pressure. Pass to Rayfeld, but that's tipped. Cleared out in the neutral zone. Greg Trojans able to pass their D. Jelstad making a play. Gets it to Herman, or Lensing. Lensing snapped a shot. Puck to Jelstad. Jelstad. Herman, here's a tip to Rayfeld. Almost in on the back door. Trojans will clear the zone. Peterson turns back up ice right around the red line. Pass low into the corner. Seraphin gives chase. She'll poke check the puck to Hen. Hen from behind the net. Pass is a little too hot for Pena. Hen will come back, follows her pass. Moves it to Kaczynska. Kaczynska's pass is tipped. That hits Seraphin in the skate. Bouncing puck cleared back into the offensive zone. Seraphin and Hen are going to run the race of the puck. 50 seconds left on the clock. Here's Kaczynska. Shot is blocked. Seraphin able to lift the stick, but nobody there to help. And will tie our Trojan player up on the wall. Pena pinches as well. Ertl tried to pull it out of the pile, but the puck ends up traversing the neutral zone. And has a 3-on-2 opportunity, fires a shot, glove save, 24 seconds left on the clock in the second period. Cambrath, Milwaukee, and Daney will be your forwards. Pena and Kaczynska at the blue line. Puck picked up by Daney, 20 seconds left on the clock. Chips it to herself. Pass to the point to Pena. Pena knifes low. We're backhand to her forehand. Kaczynska loaded up a one-timer off the glass. 3 seconds left on the clock. See if the Wildcats can get a shot off. And that'll do it for 2 periods. Wildcats get 2. Craig gets 1. Shots on goal, 35-13 in favor of Waconia. Take a short break for the intermission. I gotta be quiet here and listen to the announcer and find out where I need to be throwing these pucks. We'll come back for the third period in 15 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. right, we're back to the third period. Minute 50 left on the clock. Teams will get a chance to warm up the legs. Getting ready to go. Wildcats up on goals 2-1. Starting the second period, getting our scoreboard set, ready to go. Cam rep Danny Lawagi will head up to their spots. They're on the center right stop. Peterson and Kaczynska at the blue line. Two nimble-footed defensemen going to win this draw. Rest assured, they're going to be heading up ice. Trojans recover. Danny able to get a skate on it. Puck poke check. Trojans will pass the puck into the neutral zone. Peterson met it. Bouncing puck is going to come back to center ice. Tipped by Kaczynska. Kaczynska cuts to the middle, loads up a shot off the glass. Puck is going to roll into the corner. Danny drives on her backhand along the goal line. Past Lawagi from the hash marks. Lawagi snaps a shot. It's going to go behind the net. Danny hustles to the wall. Pass to Kaczynska. Peterson's skate. Cross ice pass. Be picked up by Kaczynska. Pass to Lawagi. Backhanded into the zone. Lensing is the first on her line to be on the ice. Should before check. Trojans have numbers. They're able to escape the zone. Puck picked up in the neutral zone by Rayfeld. Poke checked away. Lensing will pass to Jelstad. Jelstad's pass is tipped and picked up by Herman. Herman spins back to the blue line. Carries the puck into the neutral zone. Turns back up ice. Pass to Rayfeld. Rayfeld looks at options. Pass to Herman. Off of Herman's tape. Here's Lensing. Shot's going to go wide of the net. Shuddy will pinch. Puck's going to play back in the neutral zone. Rangy Jelstad will pick it up. Shovels a pass behind Lensing. Will be chipped deep. Shuddy collects the puck behind the Waconia net. Pass to Berger. Berger flips a puck in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck will be picked up by Jelstad. Pass picked off by Berger. Berger following the play below the goal line. Overskated the puck. It has Brockmeyer coming in with support. Brockmeyer. Poke check to Berger. Berger from her backhand behind the net. Pushes the puck back behind the net to Brockmeyer, and she'll move it to the sidewall. Puck comes out in neutral zone. New Prague is going to try to make the case, but too much. Kaczynska. Felt like every 3 strides that girl was taking, Kate was taking 1 and catching up to her. On the tip into the New Prague bench. Wildcats will come back with Kamrat, Kaczynska, or Kamrat, Lawagi, and Daney. An offensive zone face-off for Waconia. Puck drops, tie up off the draw. Kamrat goes down hard. Don't worry about her hitting her head there, but she's back up and attacking the play. Lawagi has Kamrat in the slot. Almost connected with Daney. Daney will pass to Pena. Puck comes out across the blue line. That'll be an offsides on Waconia. 14:01 left in the third period. Bounces off the face-off. Poke check right at the blue line. Wildcats regroup in the neutral zone. Waconia will flip the puck in. Green along the wall. Played back deep. Waconia pinned on the wall. Sticks with the play. Pass to Camrath is intercepted. Trojans able to clear the zone. Pena hustling back to it. Pass to Daney. Daney able to maintain control. Poke check on the wall. Camrath hits the turbo button. Comes back through the neutral zone. She's going to flip it deep. Good support by Ella Peterson coming down to help Herman on the forecheck. Poke check by Peterson right around center ice. Lingsing. Bouncing puck. Here comes Peterson, still following the play. Puck is going to come back out of the neutral zone. Rayfeld corrals it. Pass to Peterson. Peterson will have to come back for it. Cuts up ice. Loads up a shot. And right into the chest protector of the goaltender. Chloe White, 37 saves on the night so far. Face-off won by Rayfeld to Herman. Herman to Shuddy. Shuddy back on the wall to Herman. Herman flips down into the corner. Herman and Rayfeld crossing paths, just unable to get the synchronicity going, if that's the word for it. But Wildcats have the skill to find the time and space. Puck chipped out of the zone. The icing. Wildcats will get a new look. Myrtle, Seraphin, and Hen will come out as forwards. Shuddy and Kaczynska deep. Puck chip deep by Shuddy. Hen pins a player on the wall. Ertl. Good footwork to move the puck to Kaczynska. Here's Ertl with a chance. Puck just rolled off the heel of the stick. Held in at the blue line. Shot. Just save. Hitting the goalie right in the bullseye. Jelstead and Peterson will come out at the blue line. Well, maybe it's going to take a tip. Dirty goals work too. Puck drops. Puck picked up by Hen. Pass to Jelstead. Jelstead fires a shot in. Stick save and covered. The tunes are pretty good tonight. I got to give them that. Is this the DJ Becky night? I think it is. Is this a DJ Becky night? No? All right. Some Hall & Oates. Keep it playing, man. Camrath approaches the dot. Puck drops, face off. One to the wall by New Prague. Chipped up the wall, held into the blue line by Jelstead. Jelstead following the play. She moves down the wall. Pass to the middle, doesn't connect. Puck poke check. New Prague. They're not going to catch Daney. Back to the puck. Daney easily wins the race. She's going to chip it along the wall. New Prague will, not an icing. I thought they were on the other side of the red line, but we play on. Puck picked up by Daney on the wall. Stick getting a little wild. Tensions are rising here in the third period. Wagi to Daney, and Daney will clear it through the neutral zone, heads off for a change. New Prague Trojans look to take advantage. Hope checks, and puck is steered away from traffic. Herman headmans the puck to Kaczynska. Kaczynska tied up. Herman plays the puck deep into the corner. Puck rimmed around the wall. Kaczynska will pick it up. Plays it to Lensing. Lensing cleared to the wall, or to the net, but it didn't connect. Here's Arapena. For Herman, pass to the point. Shot is going to bounce into the corner. Herman fighting through a stick check. Pass to the point. Shot blocked. And cleared the length of the ice. Being icing. And the puck will bounce. Face off won by the Trojans, but they'll throw it to the wall. Berger was waiting for it. Carried through the neutral zone. Number 32, Berkey, is going to get a shot off. Peterson picked it up, and she's going to carry it up the wall and through the neutral zone. Puck poke check. Berkey's the captain. I believe she's a senior on this New Prague squad. The Wildcats will retrieve. Peterson has to come back for the puck. Forechecking New Prague players able to disrupt the play. It'll bounce back into the neutral zone. New Prague will fire a pass cross ice. They will dump. Jelstead picks up the puck below the goal line. New Prague taking advantage of this close game. There's a shot and a goal. New Prague has just tied the game. It's kind of a mental breakdown in the corner. It's getting physical. I don't know if the players were saying stuff to each other and waiting for the referees to separate them or do something, but we're back. We're at a tie game with 8:23 left in regulation. Let's see, next 8 minutes and 23 seconds. See how the Wildcats respond. Pick up the chins and get going. Milwaukee tied up right around center ice. Trojans will fire a shot in on Bagenstos. She will play it to Kaczynska. Thought about covering. Cross ice pass to Milwaukee, connects, cuts to the middle. Saucers a pass to Daney. Daney cuts to the middle, loads up a shot. Wide of the net, but she's able to maintain possession. Daney wheels to the middle, fires a shot, a goal. Just had to get moving from her right to her left, and a whole lot of the net opened up. Wildcats maintain or regain the lead, 7:46 left in the third. Rayfeld plays the draw forward to Lensing. Puck played in on Bagenstos. Bagenstos will cover.
Number 17, Matt Anderson. Assistant number 18, Allie Locke. Anderson from Locke, swing to 8:37. The next goal is scored by the Wildcats, number 10, Becca Davey. Davey, unassisted, in strength.
Off the draw, picked up by Jelstead. Puck picked up by Rayfeld. Rayfeld pass to Herman. Herman crosses into the neutral zone. Chip the puck in, follows the play, there's a shot, here's Lensing. Puck comes to the point, Jelstead Trade spots with Lensing. Lensing spins back to the wall. Puck out in the neutral zone. Rayfeld takes an angle. Rides the attack to the outside. Shuddy will retrieve. Pass to Herman. Herman ran out of real estate. Bouncing puck to Gelsted. Gelsted will have to calm it down in the corner. Pass to the slot. Picked up by Herman. Herman will clear the zone. Trojans, a fan on the pass. They'll clear it through the neutral zone and picked up by Pena. It's caught in her feet. The Prague Trojans are racing the puck. Kuchinska wins that race, cuts across traffic. Moves to her forehand. Good poke check by number 18, Mally Locke. Ertl has a waiting for support. Gets it from Seraphin. Puck's off the wall to Kuchinska. Shot tipped by Hen, wide of the net. 6 minutes remaining in the third period. Puck played into the corner. Ertl gives chase. Puck comes to the point. Held in at the blue line by Seraphin. Pena spins until she finds the time and space. Kuchinska loads up a shot. Blocked. Hen had a chance at it on her backhand, but it goes down below the goal line. It'll be an ice by the Trojans. And the puck drops with 5:30 remaining in the third. Daney hustles to the puck. Laces a good hard body check. Pinned on the wall. Kamarav picks it up out of the pile. Pass to Peterson. Peterson shot. Toe save. Rebound to Gelsted. Gjelsted's pass to the slot was intercepted and carried out of the zone by Peyton Norby. Norby lost it momentarily. She will dump. Bag and Sauce touches up to Peterson. Peterson to Lawagi. Lawagi to Daney. Daney looking to get the hat trick. Battles through a stick check. Maintains possession in the corner. Lawagi on the poke check. Pass to Kamarav. Kamarav went to the middle. Nobody home, and number 19, Kartak. So it'll carry through the neutral zone. Here's Callie Lensing on the attack. Puck is going to roll up the wall. Herman and Lensing working to gain possession. Pena pinching. Herman, pass to the point. Bouncing puck. Drift out in the neutral zone. Kuchinska picks up. Drives to the middle. Fires a shot off the back wall. Herman, pass to the point is tipped. Kuchinska back check it. She's going to maintain control for the Wildcats. Backhand pass to Lensing. Lensing met at the blue line. And chipped back in deep. A chance for the Trojans. Shot high off the glass. And Kuchinska is going to ice. I don't know. Tough look in a one-goal game against a lesser opponent when you have to ice the puck. Wildcats need to play with some intensity. Puck drops. Shot into the corner. Brockmeyer making a play on the wall. Sid Schneider in. Forward on the line with Lucy Ertl. Schneider attacks. Forces a pass. Brockmeyer picked it off. Schneider passed to the point. Touched by Shuddy to Gelsted. Gelsted Trade spots with Shuddy. Shot. We had a tip there from Brockmeyer or Schneider. Puck held in by Shuddy. Shuddy's shot on net will be a stick save and a cover. I believe the New Prague team will be, New Prague Trojans will use their timeout. Why not? 1 goal game, maybe tie this thing up. 2:46 remaining in regulation. If they're able to gain the zone, might as well pull the goaltender, get the extra attacker, see what they can get. Tough season for the Trojans, but they're in one tonight. And the buzzer sounds. We will have the offensive zone face-off for Waconia. That's the direction the referees are heading. Wildcats will have Kamrath, Daney, and Milwaukee at forward. Grace McLean and Kate Kaczynska at defense. Megasauce getting her helmet strapped on by Coach Kelsey Nowak. But she's ready to go. She's heading back to the cage. Off the draw. Sounded like we might have had a whistle. I don't know what the heck that was. Maybe somebody screaming from the bench. But puck picked up by Daney. Had it in her feet. Pass to Kamrath. Recovered by the Trojans. Cross into the neutral zone. Kamrath and McLean able to force a turnover. Daney can win the foot race here, trying to battle through number 11, Ella Danielson. The net is empty for New Prague. Pass cross ice. McLean keeps it on the wall right by the scorer's table. Has Kamrath and Milwaukee battling for possession as well. New Prague carry the puck through the neutral zone. Number 3, Kylie Herman. Daney's able to chip it out in the neutral zone, but brought back in by Eva Baker. Shot's going to be behind the net and travel up the back wall. Locke will chip the puck deep. Kaczynska here to backhand to Lensing. Jelstad will clearing attempt. Does come out of the zone. Minute 20 left. Puck played up the wall. Kaczynska. Took the shot. Rayfeld's going to make chase. Caught a piece of the puck. Herman spins back. Rayfeld knocked down by Norby. Herman's going to fire a shot out net. Bounces. Jelstad's got Locke bearing down on her. 45 seconds left on the clock. Jelstad. Clearing attempt is going to tip into the neutral zone. Lensing plays it ahead to Herman. Trojans will clear. Kaczynska. Burning time off the clock. Pass to Rayfeld. Rayfeld's going to cut through the zone from her backhand. Tipped away. New Prague Trojans, one last chance. Shot on net is a save. 5 seconds left on the clock. New Prague has got to be thinking to get the puck to the net. Load up the middle. We'll try to win it back. Puck's tied up and thrown be wide of the net. That's going to do it. Wildcats get the win 3-2. That's a tough one to call. Definitely a tough one to call. Wildcats come out on top, get their win. They will face Bloomington on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Wildcats better.